Hey, real quick, bro. Sorry to bother you. So, I'm kind of indecisive about buying the next-gen consoles. I don't know if I want to get the PlayStation 5 or the Xbox Series X. You think you could help me out real quick?
I mean, why don't you make a top 10 rated for each console?
See, this is why I called you. You, my friend, are a very smart man.
Why did you even call me? We're right here next to each other, in the same room. Yo, just do the regular introduction.
My name is JuniorAlexanderLeiva, aka Mr. Awesome, and here's 10 reasons to buy an Xbox Series X at launch. Make sure to hit the subscribe button and notification bell for more Xbox videos on this channel. Number 1. Early adopter for next gen. While I'm not too keen on purchasing non-Nintendo consoles on day one due to defects and things of the like, I have to say, it must be a good feeling to be a part of the next generation first than anyone else. You get to experience the next gen features and next gen games of the next gen Xbox firsthand and enjoy what it has to offer in comparison to the last gen's Xbox One. Now, hopefully, if you do buy an Xbox Series X, it's not a defective unit. But to be honest, I have not been seeing any defective units for the Xbox, so hey, this might be a good time to get one. So if you're an early adopter, good on you for pioneering the next gen and beta testing it for all of us. Number 2. Game Pass Ultimate. Game Pass. Honestly, this right here is the future of gaming, no ifs, ands, or buts. A subscription plan of games that you can play just for one monthly price? That doesn't sound bad at all, and I'm pretty big on subscriptions for some reason. It doesn't hurt my wallet that much, okay? There's a whole plethora of games to choose from, for example, from the following franchises: Gears, Halo, and hell, even Banjo-Kazooie. Hell, I have to say, if you're jumping ship from PlayStation to Xbox, you're gonna save a lot of money on exclusive games for the Xbox and have more money for other things in your life. And this right here is on its own the sole reason why it's worth getting an Xbox for this generation. Maybe not at launch, but as a whole, as opposed to the other consoles whose name shall not be named. Number 3, Quick Resume. Bet. So let's say you have an Xbox Series X and Game Pass, and now you have this whole abundance of games to choose from. It's pretty dope. You're gonna want to play all those games as much as you can, but having to close them out one by one is very inconvenient. But that's where Quick Resume comes in and saves the day. With Quick Resume, you can pause the current game you're on and hop onto another game. And that's pretty dope because you can do that back to back. Think of it like multitasking on your phone. I can be on YouTube and then I can be texting one of my friends. And hey, it just works like that. You go back and forth. It's pretty dope. It obviously is not as quick and easy as a phone, but it's still pretty dope. I'll give you guys a better example. What if I'm playing Gears 5 and my homie wants me to clown him on Mortal Kombat 11? Shit, I'm gonna clown him on Mortal Kombat 11 and then go back to my game of Gears 5. Cause you know, that's how shit is done over here at the Mr. Awesome channel. Number 4, Xbox Play Anywhere. This has been something I've been wishing for since I was a kid. The concept of playing your games anywhere is freaking amazing. With Xbox Play Anywhere, I can play the new Halo on the Xbox or on my Android tablet or phone. Hell, even on my PC. And for me, this works out because I have my PC at the studio, and then if I were to get an Xbox, I would have an Xbox in my house. So I can play both games wherever I want, because there's cloud save, so I can just continue on where I left. And hell, I have an iPhone, but I do also have an Android phone. I can also game on there too. So it's dope because it's accessible everywhere. And hopefully other companies follow suit and release their Play Anywhere feature for their respective franchises. But we all know that's not gonna happen. Lord knows I want to play Super Mario 64 for the gazillionth time on a new platform, but no, Nintendo's not going to be nice about that. So kudos to Xbox for this. You guys are pretty innovative. Number 5, backwards compatibility. Wow, I'm not going to lie to you, the more I write the script, the more I'm realizing that the Xbox is more for the consumer and the future of the gaming industry than these other companies. The fact that you can play games from the very original Xbox is a big brain move. I personally own some OG Xbox games, so if I were to get my hands on Xbox Series X, I would boot up some of those games and play it on them. But let's be real, I'm not going to get the Xbox Series X, I'm going to get the Xbox Series S, so it's kind of irrelevant to me. But you can still play original Xbox games on the Xbox Series X or S. For example, I still have my original copies of Sonic Unleashed and GTA 4 from the good old Xbox 360 days. So that means if I were to get an Xbox Series X, I can still play them in a new next-gen console. And wow, this might actually sway me to buy an Xbox Series X. Damn, I'm trying to get a PlayStation. Number 6, Xbox loyalty. Switching sides from PlayStation to Xbox might not be the greatest idea, since you have all these years of purchases through the PlayStation Network and all these trophies you've gathered all over these years. And if I had to compare it to anything, it's kind of like leaving your childhood neighborhood behind, where everything is familiar to you since the day you were born, and it's evolved and grown with you. And same thing like a controller, it's grown and evolved with you. But I gotta say, something about Xbox and their loyalty and their whole platform is something I can see why people argue and still stick with Xbox till this day, despite other consoles having better experiences. Xbox has low-key innovative ideas than anyone else, so I can't really blame Xbox users for staying on Xbox. There's just a good feeling about it. And trust me, I'm one to clown Xbox any time of the day, any time of the week, at any moment's notice. But I'll keep it real. That Xbox loyalty is real. 100% real. Number 7, Xbox Live. Let's be real, we have to acknowledge the fact that the Xbox was the pioneer of internet gaming way back in the early 2000s. I mean, damn, this was when the first Xbox launched. This big, fat, ugly thing people loved, and shit, I can see why Xbox did so good this generation. Especially since we were kind of still used to the Super Mario Nintendo family-go-lucky friendly business structure of the past 3 generations. Even though PlayStation did better than the 64. The Xbox Live stood the test of time even till this day, and it's possibly the best service to play online, again, till this day. And honestly, I would compare it right next to PC gaming, because yeah, you do pay for Xbox Live, but you also get these cool ass benefits of getting games with gold, so you get games every month. You also get online, you get a really good online at that. And yeah, PC's free and everything, but I get free games with Xbox Gold, so you know, it's dope. Plus, even PlayStation is teaming up with Xbox for their online infrastructure. And if that doesn't mean anything to you, well, it should, because if PlayStation is asking for help, that means they acknowledge that Xbox is a superior online service. Plus, let's not forget what happened to PSN in the early 2010s. It was a difficult time for many, myself included, but we got free games out of it. Number 8, your friends are on Xbox. Alright, before you say, oh, but there's crossplay gaming now. I can just play with my friends off the Xbox and the PlayStation 5 and the PC and the Nintendo Switch. It's not the same. I remember growing up and being on Xbox Live parties, and it would be freaking fire because we were all there chatting, joking around, being clowns. And we didn't have to play the same game. I could have been playing Banjo-Kazooie, and my friend could have been playing GTA 4, and another friend could have been playing Gears 3. And we would all have a good time. It was literally an Xbox Live party. It was something that felt really good because it was on our native console. We just had to buy a headset, plug it into the controller, and just play. Nowadays, if you do crossplay, it's a dope idea. It's really cool. I'm all for it. But in comparison to just the native thing where your friends are all in one console, dude, with crossplay you have to make sure you download Discord, have another device, plug in that device, talk on Discord, and then you're playing matches mixed with other players. And let's be honest, if you're a console player and you're playing a shooter versus a PC player, you're most likely gonna get clowned a lot more quicker from a PC player than an Xbox player, because if you ever play keyboard and mouse, them people shooting are really precise at their aim. So yeah, it's not for everyone. It's honestly just me being nitpicky. I would rather prefer me be where my friends are at. So if my friends were to have an Xbox, I would get an Xbox, but that's not my case. My friends have PlayStation. But hey, it's whatever you feel comfortable with. It's just a reason. you know. But it's a valid reason. A lot of people say that I'm sticking with Xbox because my friends are on it. So, hey, shit, if that works for you, then yeah. Number 9, Xbox All Access. My dear viewer, this is an interesting time to live in because literally everything is a subscription. And well, to be honest, this is probably the best way to get into the next generation without breaking the bank. With Xbox All Access, I can get the Series X for $35 a month, and it comes with Game Pass Ultimate. And do you know what Game Pass Ultimate includes? It includes online, it includes Game Pass, and if you have an Android phone with a PC, you can also play your games there. And if you ask me, that's pretty dope. I technically don't have to buy any games if I were to get an Xbox because of Game Pass. And since Game Pass periodically updates with new games and with games with gold, honestly, I really don't have to buy any games. I'm pretty much set for the rest of the generation. This is a no-brainer if you're really looking into getting an Xbox and you're not trying to break the bank. For $35 a month, that's pretty good. I hope you have good credit for that though. Number 10. This is the most powerful console. This reason goes out to my dear people who don't care about what system they play on, as long as it's a console and it's the most powerful one. As of right now, the Xbox Series X is the most powerful console out in the market. And dude, that's crazy, because for a while there, the unveiling of this generation of consoles even had the PC master race. You know, the ones that be stroking their ego, oh, graphics are the best on PC. They had them shook for a while. Not anymore because of new graphics cards, but back then when it was unveiled, it had them shook. And shit, I was a little shook too, because I was like, yo, the Xbox Series X can do all this and it's most likely gonna be under 1,000? It's pretty tempting. And dude, I had people saying, yo, these consoles are gonna be over $1,000 just because of how powerful they are and how much features they're gonna have. And no, dude, these consoles are 5 Benjamins. That's not bad at all. And yeah, obviously, if you care about power and ray tracing and all that beautiful graphic stuff, I would 100% say, yo, just go for the Xbox Series X. You're gonna play, if you don't care about PlayStation exclusives, jump ship, go to the Xbox Series X. Now, if you really want all the power and fidelity, go to PC. But if you want to stick with the consoles, dude, it is the most powerful console. The fact it has quick resume is crazy, because the PlayStation 5 doesn't have quick resume. And if it has a quick resume via an update, then I don't know what to tell you. But yeah, if you want graphics and stuff, the Xbox Series X is the way to go. Thanks for watching this video. Let me ask you guys, did you guys buy an Xbox Series X or Series S? And if you did, let me know how it is. Honestly, for me, it's difficult to justify buying one just because there's really not no games for it. I would buy a Series S, but honestly, I would buy a Series S for non-Xbox reasons. If I do buy a Series S, I'll explain why in a video, so subscribe for that, because I'm most likely gonna get a Series S at some point. Maybe not at launch, but at some point. Shout outs to my YouTube members for financially supporting the channel monthly. You guys put that pizza on my pepperoni. I can't forget to mention the amazing people wearing the Mr. Awesome merch. You guys represent the best of the best here at the Awesome Nation. And as always, don't forget to wash your hands and stay golden. I'm gonna go eat some food now. Bye guys! Thank you.